let's go back to Northwest. Bushy Maape just been sworn in as Premier of Northwest. You saw that a moment ago. Joined now by our reporter Bafedile Moerane in Mahikeng. She was, of course, in the room as it was happening. Bafedile, good afternoon to you. I mean, fascinating development. Thandi Modise, I understand, the Defence Minister, in the room as well.
Well, of course, we know that she is the former Premier of the Northwest. She's also from here in the province. But earlier on, when we engaged in them as the African National Congress, they said there's absolutely nothing special about them coming here. She's not the only one who's here. Also, the Deputy Minister, Reporter Bafedile, is also here, as we know that he's also part of the delegates that have been sent by the National Executive Committee to come and oversee, here in the province. So they are here in support and welcoming the new Premier of the Northwest, Bushy Maape, who has also promised that his prerogative it is to ensure that he creates jobs and also he better service delivery, rather, Stephen. So we know that issues of service delivery are there at the municipalities. Last week, ahead of all the issues that we are seeing right now, we had the African National Congress raising concerns in particular about the running affairs of all the municipalities here in the province. So he has indicated that at a time when he accepted his position as the Premier earlier on at the legislature chamber, indicating that he is intending to work and ensure that he execute the mandate of the African National Congress by bettering service delivery and also by creating employment for the people of the Northwest, in particular the youth of this province.
There are huge governance issues in Northwest. You've alluded to those already. Some of these are about politics. It's a very difficult situation to take over, and just before a local government election.
Well, of course, we posed that question earlier on to him. He said that, I don't know whether he's being naive or what, because he's saying that he's not aware of the political issues here in the province, but it's all there in the public domain, because even ahead of the elections earlier on, we know very well that there was a concern, and in particular from the Tripartite Alliance, worried, asking lots of questions as to whether will the members of the African National Congress at the legislature adhere to the call of the party to rally behind their candidate. But however, from the 26 votes at the legislature, all 21 votes were from the African National Congress, and we saw the economic freedom fighters not participating earlier on, saying that they do not want to participate in what they termed shenanigans of the African National Congress. So yes, he's saying that he's hopeful that he is going to get the support in particular from the cabinet here. And we know there are some calls that have been made, in particular from the Tripartite Alliance, that he should change his cabinet and better issues of service delivery. And the only way to do that, it is to change the cabinet. So I asked him in particular as to whether there are plans. He said not as yet, but that does not mean that they are not going to talk about it anytime soon, or they are not going to do those changes, as there are calls in particular from the Tripartite Alliance.
Well, Bafedile Moerane, thanks very much indeed. Do appreciate that live update.